Hey basketball guys, we have news. Let's go to more news from the Golden State Warriors, but before that, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave your like. Jimmy Butler has been playing great games with the Warriors, but will he be able to lead the Warriors to win the championship? Even with all the talent of Butler and Stephen Curry, the Western Conference has very strong teams and the Warriors need more scoring power and balance on defense to reach the finals. Strong rumors, Warriors and Phoenix Suns make a big deal. Golden State shouldn't let the Kevin Durant dream die. The Golden State Warriors made a concerted effort to trade for Kevin Durant before the deadline, but the four-time scoring champ shot it down. He did not want to leave the Phoenix Suns mid-season, even if it meant finishing the campaign on a sub-.500 team with zero chance of a deep playoffs run. That said, Durant has very purposefully left the door open for a Warriors reunion in the offseason. He explained his thinking on a recent episode of Draymond Green's podcast, citing a desire to finish his career on his own terms. He claims it did not make sense for Golden State to gut its roster in the middle of the season. But, if an off-season trade opportunity arises, then we figure it out. Golden State did not sit idly after the KD trade fell through. The Warriors successfully pivoted to Jimmy Butler, and the early returns have been spectacular. Golden State is 7-1 with Butler in the lineup. The whole team has a fresh energy to it. Draymond Green looks happy. Steph is back to torching defenses off the ball. Butler's slashing and playmaking is the exact dynamic this offense was missing. We shall see how it plays out over a long period of time, but there's reason to believe Golden State is a legitimate contender with Butler in the mix. Now, what if the Dubs can circle back and add Durant in the offseason? It's not as impossible as you might think. Subscribe to the Whiteboard, Fansided's daily email newsletter on everything basketball. If you like the Whiteboard, share it with a friend. If you don't like it, share it with an enemy. This Warriors-Suns trade would reunite Kevin Durant and Stephen Curry in Golden State. Golden State Warrior receive, Kevin Durant, Vasilija Micic. Phoenix Suns receive, Jimmy Butler, Brandon Podziemski, Moses Moody. Ideally, there'd be a path to add Durant next to Butler, but the Warriors are in a rather complicated cap situation. Jonathan Kuminga hits restricted free agency this summer. He can't be packaged with other players in a potential sign-and trade. Kevin Looney, Gary Payton, and others are also coming off the books, which leaves Golden State without a ton of flexible salaries to match Durant's $51.1 million. So, as painful as it may be, the Dubs would need to trade Jimmy Butler and stuff for Durant, which was pretty much the plan at the trade deadline. The original framework was reported to include Butler going to Phoenix as part of a multi-team effort to put Durant in Golden State. KD was, understandably, the Warriors' top priority. Butler was quite adamant about wanting to join the Suns prior to the deadline. He worked industriously to plant that sentiment in every major media outlet. ESPN's Brian Windhorst even reported once upon a time that Butler told the Warriors he wouldn't sign an extension. He did. It sure seems like Butler's opinion on the Dubs organization has changed in recent weeks, and he'd probably prefer to stay in Golden State over a move to Phoenix. If Durant is on the table, though, it's hard for the Warriors to pass up. There is built-in chemistry with Steph and Draymond. Those guys know how to play off of one another. Steve Kerr's offense has never peaked higher than it did with Durant 8 years ago. The Warriors obviously can't expect another 73-win season with Durant, Curry, and Green all in the twilight of their careers, but they'd be a damn hard team to guard. Phoenix, meanwhile, gets more young talent to fuel its retool, with Brandon Podziemski and Moses Moody joining Butler in the desert. It's worth considering for both sides. The Warriors are clearly relishing the Butler experience, but Kevin Durant is Kevin Durant. They know that as well as any team. Why Windy believes Warriors Butler trade unlocked Steph. By Jordan Elliott, published 18 minutes ago, updated 18 minutes ago. Bookmarker. Warriors guard Steph Curry speaks to reporters after Golden State's 121-115 win over the Orlando Magic on Thursday at Kia Center. Jimmy Butler's impact on the Warriors goes beyond just his own contributions on the court. On the heels of Steph Curry's epic 56-point performance, ESPN analyst Brian Windhorst confidently stated that Butler has unlocked the two-time MVP. Before Jimmy Butler got there, and this isn't really a Jimmy Butler night, Butler didn't play that well, but if you look at the 8 games since Butler got there, Curry was really having the worst shooting season of his career. Now, worst is relative because he was still in the high 30s on threes, he was still averaging 22 points. In the 8 games since Butler got there, he's been unlocked. He's averaged 31 points, the best in the league in that stretch, and he's shooting 44% from 3. The Curry-Butler combination has helped unlock Steph, although this night was about his greatness. Curry was sensational in the Warriors' 121-115 comeback win over the Orlando Magic on Friday, his latest standout showing in a recent run of heroics for Golden State. The Warriors superstar knocked down 12 three-pointers, including an incredible shot from beyond half-court as the buzzer sounded at the end of the first half. Golden State boasts an impressive 7-1 record since Butler's acquisition, and Curry clearly looks rejuvenated after the arrival of his All-NBA teammate. The Warriors have surged into the Western Conference's number 7 seed, sitting just one half-game back of the Los Angeles Clippers for the coveted number 6 seed that would allow Golden State to avoid the NBA play-in tournament. If Curry and the Warriors continue to play like this, it's only natural to wonder where Golden State's ceiling lies going forward. Ex-NBA vet believes Dubs reaching West Finals is real possibility. Bookmarker. Warriors guard Steph Curry speaks to reporters after Golden State's 121-115 win over the Orlando Magic on Thursday at Kia Center. The Warriors seem destined for greatness after winning 7 of their first 8 games with recently acquired 6-time NBA All-Star forward Jimmy Butler. Golden State's resurgence has led many analysts to switch their stance toward the franchise, with the latest being a retired league veteran who had his fair share of run-ins with the dynastic, Steph Curry-led Warriors. Former 17-year NBA veteran Rudy Gay said on Friday's edition of ESPN's Get Up that Golden State can make a serious run during the upcoming playoffs. "Yes, I do," Gay said about believing the Warriors can reach the Western Conference Finals. "I think this is a possibility for them." Gay would know. He finished his career 20-31 against Golden State and, with the San Antonio Spurs, was eliminated by the Warriors, 4-1, in the first round of the 2018 Western Conference playoffs. Gay has liked what he's seen from the Warriors since their blockbuster trade for Butler. As reflected by Curry's 56-point flurry in Golden State's 121-116 win over the Orlando Magic, the superstar guard gets to be himself, while Butler supports Draymond Green, Brandon Podziemski, and the rest of the Warriors' depth in filling in the blanks. In particular, Gay is very intrigued by Golden State's new-look defense. "Basically, what Jimmy does is give them flexibility defensively," Gay said. "And it takes a lot of pressure off Steph, just to be Steph. You have Draymond, who is one of the league's best defenders and has been for a long time. It just allows Steph to be Steph, and Jimmy can also give you offensive power. He's a person that can draw double teams and also pass out of them." Butler simultaneously provides the Warriors with another intense defender like Green and a formidable second offensive option next to Curry. Players like that don't grow on trees and perfectly fit Golden State's mold. Gay believes the Warriors' apparent reopening of their contention window isn't an anomaly. Instead, he is confident it marks the beginning of what potentially can be a deep playoff run for the Warriors.